Hey Facebook, Michelle Kramer here coming to you live, your Live Abundantly life and health coach. Today we're going to talk about thyroid disorders. I'm not even looking at the camera, there it is. As a part of our series on It's Time to Feel Better, something we've already talked about so far in the last week or so has been skin irritations, and Monday we talked about inflammation. Today I'm taking on a heavy topic. I wanted to throw some statistics at you, and you'll see why. The American Thyroid Association says that approximately 20 million Americans have some form of thyroid disease, and up to 60% of them don't even know it. 1 in 8 women will develop a thyroid disorder within their lifetime, and thyroid cancer has more than doubled since the 70s. So this is kind of a pretty big deal. It's something that we're really dealing with and struggling with in our society. I want to put out there that I am in no way looking to cure thyroid disorders. That's not something that I am capable of doing. That's not something that most physicians are even capable of doing. But what I want to do is help you to find. It's weird. Is the light flashing for you guys? That's weird. Okay. Anyway, I want to help you to find a balance, because one of the things about thyroid disorders is that it messes with your balance in your life. It messes with your health in so many different ways that you need to, there are some holistic approaches. There are some things that you can do. Hey, Tiffany, what's up? There are some things that you can do that will help you to gain balance back into your life so that you can optimize your thyroid function. Of course, in most cases, you're going to be on thyroid medicine. I'm not saying by any means come off of that. That's something that you definitely need if you've been diagnosed with thyroid disorder. What I'm more looking at today is the fact that 60% of people that have a thyroid disorder don't even know it. So I kind of wanted to look at you could be having something here. Vulnerable moment. I think I might, but here's the thing. I've had blood work done and everything looked normal. And I hear this a lot. Well, I've had my thyroid checked and the doctor said everything looked normal. The thing is, when you go to the doctor's office, what they're mainly looking at is a very simple blood test for a major thyroid dysfunction. There's actually a full-scale thyroid test that most doctors do not do unless they are certain that it's a thyroid thing and they just need to get down to the bottom of it, which is why so many people go undiagnosed. I know several people who have paid out of pocket to get the full-scale thyroid test done. I have not done that myself because it's really expensive. So I'm choosing to, since my general blood work does not show anything, I'm choosing to treat what may be a thyroid dysfunction in a holistic way, rather than pay that excessive amount of money out of pocket because my insurance won't cover it to get the full scale test done. If you want, I do have the information. I didn't put it out there today because it's kind of real technical, but I do have the information on what you need to request of your doctor as far as a full-scale thyroid test, and I'm happy to provide you with that information on what things need to be tested to check your thyroid beyond the general blood test. Okay, so let's talk about this. What are some symptoms of thyroid dysfunction? Okay, so hyperthyroidism is an overactive thyroid, and it's a little less common. You're talking about sudden weight loss, increased appetite, rapid heart rate or irregular heart rate or palpitations, nervousness, anxiety, and irritability, tremors, which are usually in the hands, sweating, irregular cycles for women, sensitivity to heat, increased bowel movements, enlarged thyroid glands, difficulty sleeping, fatigue, muscle weakness, skin thinning, and fine and brittle hair. Okay, so this is a hyperthyroidism symptoms. Again, this is overactive thyroid and is not quite as common as hypothyroidism. Hypothyroidism is an underactive thyroid, and here are the symptoms. And by the way, all of these symptoms that I'm providing to you on both of these are from the Mayo Clinic. So hypothyroidism, an underactive thyroid, you're going to see fatigue, puffy face, increased sensitivity to cold, hoarseness in your voice, constipation, muscle weakness, dry skin, elevated blood cholesterol, muscle aches and stiffness, weight gain that you can't control or that you can't get off, pain and stiffness or swollenness in the joints, heavy and irregular cycles for women, thinning hair, slowed heart rate, depression, and impaired memory. Okay, and again, those are symptoms of hypothyroidism, an underactive thyroid from the Mayo Clinic. That's what most people are dealing with, is hypothyroidism in some degree. And there are varying degrees of how this affects you as well. So what are some ways that you can treat this on your own? That you can treat, let me rephrase, not that you can treat to cure, and not that you need to treat it without prescriptions. If you are seriously concerned that you have a thyroid problem, you need to talk to your doctor about getting tested for it. And you need to talk to your doctor about the full scale thyroid test, not just the general test with general blood work. When I'm talking about when they check your cholesterol and your lipid levels and all of those things, that's general blood work. You need the full scale test done if you're truly concerned. That being said, if you want to look at ways to balance your body in a holistic way so that you can maximize your thyroid function with or without prescriptions to treat it, here are some things that you can do. Go gluten-free and casein-free. Gluten, of course, is in wheat. Casein is in whey protein. No BPAs. This is that junk that's in plastics. So you need to use plastic water bottles and things like that do not have BPAs. Have your iodine levels checked. You may need to supplement iodine. Sorry, my son's being really loud right now. Have a heavy metal detox, and I'm not talking about rock and roll. If you do a combination of milk thistle, turmeric, chlorea, CHLORELLA, and cilantro as a detox and get the heavy metals out of your system. Lower your carb intake, sub sugars and grains for healthy fats instead. So try and lower, I'm not saying go carb free, but just lower that in your diet. And then one big thing is utilizing selenium as a supplement. So the thyroid, according to the National Institute of Health, I've got a little document here that I highlighted out. There is a study that they've produced on selenium and the thyroid gland. Okay, and I'm going to read some excerpts from that because this is pretty big. Okay, so the thyroid is the organ in our body with the highest selenium content per gram of tissue. Data links between thyroid metabolism and selenium have multiplied. Selenium status appears to have an impact on the development of thyroid pathologies. The value of selenium supplementation in autoimmune thyroid disorders has been emphasized. In patients with Hashimoto's disease and in pregnant women with anti-TPO antibodies, both are thyroid conditions, selenium supplementation decreases anti-thyroid antibody levels and improves the ultrasound structure of the thyroid gland. In Graves' disease, another thyroid condition, selenium supplementation appears to have a beneficial effect on mild inflammatory obitopathy. Can't come across a document from the National Institute of Health without finding a word you can't really pronounce. So selenium is a huge supplemental benefit to someone who is dealing with a thyroid disorder. And it's the more selenium in your system, the better your thyroid can function. Okay, so I wanted to put out there, supplementation. I am a big believer in supplementation. And the brand new multivitamin that I've just started taking, it's literally a week old, has selenium in it. It is one of its functions it is designed to do is to help people have a healthy thyroid function. So I'm really excited about this because as I mentioned earlier in the video, this is something I'm concerned about. I don't have the money to get a full-scale thyroid test done because it's all out of pocket, not covered by insurance for me. And we're talking $500 or more to get that done. So I'm going off of the symptoms from the Mayo Clinic. I'm presuming yeah, I probably have something going on here. Especially since 1 in 8 women develops a thyroid disorder sometime in their life. I mean, it's just kind of the odds are not in my favor. So as that goes, I'm going to take a holistic approach to trying to balance the functionality of my thyroid better. Therefore, I do supplementation. I'm really excited about this new multivitamin. And then, of course, I take a probiotic and all those kind of things to detox my body and keep all of those toxins out, like those heavy metals, like my gluten intolerance that's associated with a thyroid problem. Those kind of things. Like, I'm using those supplements to help me with that. So I am happy to give you more information on what I take. If you're looking for something, especially if you're looking at these symptoms that I listed off and you're like, oh my gosh, that sounds just like my life, I am happy to help you on a one-on-one basis. That's what I'm here for. Live Abundantly Life and Health Coach. I want you to live your life to the fullest and live abundantly, and I'm happy to help you do so. If you feel that this was of benefit to you, or that this might be of benefit to someone that you know, when you heard the symptoms, you go, oh my gosh, that's my sister or that's my cousin. Please share this with them. Like, my whole purpose here is to help people. I want to help. That's my heart, and I hope that you know that. So I'm going to encourage everyone to have a wonderful day. If you have any questions, please feel free to message me. I do gobs of research on this stuff. So I will walk this road with you, even if you just need a friend to walk with you. So have a wonderful Wednesday, and I'll see you on Friday.